Hey YouTube, Aiden here. Reminder, if you want to lesson with me, there's a link in the description, fill out the form, check it out. Let's talk about another one of those deceptively simple things that I think can help a lot of people with a lot of issues. It's a thing I like to call swell long tones. Swell as in it swells rather than it's really cool in 1930s slang. Swell long tones, these are like a Kleinhammer thing during the Charlie Vernon book. You can find them in a lot of different places. And I played them before when I played a lot out of the Charlie Vernon book. But since then, I have not really spent a lot of time on it. And for some reason, I just randomly started playing them one day on this at work. And I found out they really made my face feel a lot better. I've really been working a lot on flexibility lately. But sometimes when I'm not completely feeling super great in the face, the flexibility doesn't really help. It actually makes me feel a little bit worse. And so I've been trying to find different ways to get around that. I do lots of glisses and stuff. I don't know, those don't help that much in that department. But these swell long tones do. And they're different than normal long tones, where you're just holding out a note for a long time and not letting it change. That's a good thing to do as well. But these require you to do just a little bit more with the face and your air than just a normal long tone. And all it is, the simplest thing of all time, is you're going to play a note for a while, and you're going to crescendo it, and then decrescendo it. I'm really trying to start very, very soft with a nice clean attack. Sometimes it takes me a couple tries. Really the point is for me to not start with the loud setup. Never the where it won't start the note and it sounds kind of bad, and then you can crescendo and it sounds great, and then you come back and it doesn't sound good. I want to approach everything with that soft playing mindset, where everything is just super easy. And you can crescendo from there and still make a great sound. And of course, this requires you to be nice and soft in the chops. Literally like you're using your corners, everything is engaged, but the middle of your chops are nice and soft. There's no extra muscle usage there that's clamping down on the note. Especially, and you find out when you crescendo, maybe that works. Of course, you have to have a tuner, and maybe I'm wildly out of tune. I don't have one in front of me right now. You can crescendo, that's really easy, but coming down from it, it's a lot harder if you're not approaching the whole thing with that soft mindset. And so the whole point is to act like you're going to play the whole thing soft and kind of confuse your body and go, no, I'm going to play the middle of this loud and then come back down to that soft setting again. And what I like to do is I do this in a circle of fourths. I go around the whole circle and I stay entirely on the third and fourth partials. So it goes something like this. I just played F. Next one would be tuning B-flat. Play A flat, then D flat, then G flat, then B, then E, then A, then D, then G, then C, then F again. Maybe I'll play F again. And I'll just go through that whole thing. Circle of fourths. It doesn't have to be this register. I'm choosing the middle register because I feel like it's actually my weakest, especially on tenor trombone, to really just have a nice, easy start to the note. I think it's really good to do this in all registers. Low F on this one especially is a really bad note for me. In my opinion, and so this is a good way to test that. This will show you so quickly if you are doing things that you shouldn't be doing with your face to make things happen. High G is also one of my least favorite notes. Yeah, that was not super great. I think the pitch changed a little bit, and you can hear little zzz, zzz, zzz things happening in the sound. And as I did crescendo, I think I played an A at the very end of that one. So do this in all sorts of different ranges. You don't have to do circle force. I like the circle force because it gets you in slightly different ranges. When you do things only chromatically, just going down in half steps or going up in half steps, you kind of stay in the same range, and you can kind of mess your face up by only doing things that are in ranges right next to each other. So I like to do circle force because it forces you to constantly be working in slightly different registers rather than just doing this, which can kind of train yourself to do the wrong thing, because very rarely do we do music that just goes down in half steps until 7th position and then goes back down to half steps to 7th position. That's not really something we do in music, but we do often go bop, 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 bop. We do that pretty often. So there you guys go. Swell long tones. You can do this in time. You can do it out of time. Do it with a drone is really helpful. Try to have a tuner in front of you. Do it without a tuner and just listen. All sorts of different ways you can use this. Been super helpful for me, and I'll see you guys next time.